Some men look in the mirror and ask, why doesn't anyone take me seriously? Why, even though they're good guys, hardworking, respectful, are they still ignored, overlooked, undervalued? The answer is simple and tough. You can be a good man, but if people don't perceive your value, the world treats you like you're disposable. Value isn't what you feel, it's what you project. And that's where most guys mess up. Because it's not about fancy words, cool quotes, or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about actions. Small, silent, but powerful. The kind that shape how others see you and how you see yourself. Today, I'm going to show you 7 actions that can turn an average man into a man of value. Respected, admired, unforgettable. If you take these seriously, your posture will shift. Your voice will change. And the way people treat you, that'll change too. So sit down, breathe. Because the first action might be the exact thing missing from your life right now. Take responsibility. Want to change your life? Then stop pointing fingers. Because the moment you blame the government, your parents, your boss, the weather, or traffic, you're basically telling the world you're not in control of your own life. A man of value doesn't hide behind excuses. He owns his mistakes. He owns the consequences. He steps up and takes the lead. And no, it's not about being perfect. It's about posture. Taking responsibility shows maturity, presence, leadership. You showed up late, own it, fix it. Made a bad decision, learn and adjust. Unhappy with your life? Stop complaining. Start moving. Men of value don't wait for the world to change. They adapt and keep going. Want a practical example? Plan your day. Simple. Pen and paper. Wake up, write your tasks. Got it done. Cross it out. Didn't? Don't lie to yourself. That one habit activates your inner compass, because a man without direction becomes a passenger in his own story. Taking responsibility is the first sign that a man is ready to be respected. It's what separates those who just react from those who decide. So ask yourself in the mirror, what part of my life am I pushing on to others? The answer might just be your turning point. Second attitude, practice honesty. Want to be respected? Start by being real. Honesty isn't just telling the truth, it's living in truth. It's having the guts to stand by what you think, what you feel, what you believe. Even when no one's watching, even when staying quiet is easier. A man of value doesn't speak to please. He speaks to be clear. He doesn't sugarcoat, doesn't twist words, doesn't make excuses. He knows that trust is built word by word. And yeah, the truth can be uncomfortable. It can shake people. But it's the truth that clears the path. Because when you lie, even just a little, you chip away at your own authority. And once that trust is broken, it takes time to rebuild. Want a real-life example? Be honest when you mess up. Don't shift blame. Be honest in your relationships. Don't promise what you can't deliver. And most of all, be honest with yourself. Admit what you're feeling. Acknowledge what needs to change. Accept that everything isn't okay. That's the first step to real growth. Real men are rare, and what's rare is valuable. So ask yourself, where are you still wearing a mask? Because the day you choose truth, you will lose some things, but what you gain is respect. Third attitude, develop discipline. You know what separates the man who gets things done from the one who just dreams? Discipline. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. It's what gets you out of bed when your body begs for sleep. It's what keeps you moving when your willpower runs dry. A disciplined man doesn't wait for inspiration to act. He knows what needs to be done, and he does it. Tired, uncertain, alone, without applause. Want a practical example? Create a basic routine. Wake up at the same time. Work out. Study something every single day. Try the Pomodoro method. 25 minutes focused, 5-minute break. Sounds simple, but consistency is what builds giants. Here's a hard truth. If you don't control your habits will control you. An undisciplined man always finds time for everything except himself. He lives in a loop: procrastinate, feel guilty, repeat. Discipline doesn't trap you, it frees you, because a man with no discipline is a slave to his impulses. But the man who masters himself begins to master the world around him. So ask yourself, what would you do today if you stopped waiting for the perfect moment? That answer could put you years ahead. Fourth attitude: be resilient. You're going to fall, you're going to mess up, you're going to hear no, you'll be ignored. The question isn't if it'll happen, it's what you do afterward. A man of value isn't the one who never fails. He's the one who gets back up differently. He turns pain into power, rejection into growth, obstacles into stepping stones. Resilience is the ability to take a hit and keep walking, like a rubber band that stretches but bounces back stronger, like steel that only hardens under fire. Want to build this in real life? Start by changing the way you see problems. A challenge isn't punishment, it's a test of your evolution. Every time you push through something difficult, you level up in self-control, in maturity, in clarity. And here's something most men overlook: practice self-compassion. Yes, you'll mess up, you'll fall short, you'll feel disappointed in yourself, but beating yourself up solves nothing. Treat yourself the way you'd treat a brother, a partner, a warrior in the middle of battle. Resilience doesn't make you numb to pain. It teaches you to walk through it with direction. And a man who walks through pain with dignity commands respect. So here's a real question. What's something life tried to break in you that could now become your greatest strength? Fifth attitude: develop empathy. A man of value isn't just strong, he's aware. He walks into a room and he knows how to read it. He knows when to speak, and more importantly, he knows when to listen. That ability has a name: empathy. Empathy isn't weakness, it's not soft talk, it's social intelligence. It's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes without losing yourself in the process. It's understanding what the other person feels and knowing how to respond without forcing anything. Want to become more empathetic? Start by listening, for real. In your next conversation, give it your full attention. No phone, no rushing to reply. Just be there completely. Look them in the eye. Listen with your whole body. Show them you're fully present. Here's another powerful tip. Before judging, ask yourself, if I were in their shoes, how would I feel? That one question changes your posture, and your posture changes your connections. Empathetic men build respect around them. They're remembered, they're trusted, they're strong and human. Because at the end of the day, it's not the loudest man who wins. It's the one who connects with what people truly need to hear. And if you still think empathy isn't that important, try being a real leader without it. Try being a real partner without it. You'll quickly see the world respects those who can feel deeply and act wisely. Sixth attitude: seek knowledge. Want to be a man of value? Then stop acting like you already know everything, because arrogant ignorance is one of the clearest signs of a limited man. The guy who thinks he knows it all stops growing. The guy who's hungry to learn more becomes unstoppable. Knowledge isn't just for passing tests, it's for understanding life, people, and yourself. It's what helps you make better decisions, communicate wisely, and build authority wherever you go. Want to stand out? Start by reading just 10 pages a day. You don't have to become a monk, but one book a month can give you more insight than years of shallow talk. Topics: psychology, human behavior, finance, leadership. Take courses, try new things, expand your mind, and most importantly, apply what you learn. There's no point in collecting knowledge if you're still living on autopilot. A man of value studies, right? but he also takes action. He tries, fails, adjusts, learns from everything. Studies show that men who keep learning throughout life have more self-esteem, more creativity, and a stronger vision for the future. And it makes sense. Men who seek knowledge become more interesting, more insightful, more influential. So ask yourself, what have you learned in the past 30 days that actually made you grow? If the answer is nothing, then it's time to change that. Seventh attitude, stay integrity-driven. Integrity is what you do when no one's watching. It's a type of value you can't buy, fake, or teach with words. Only through action. A man with integrity doesn't need to explain himself, because when you live with truth, you command respect just by walking into the room. But here's the reality. Staying true to your integrity takes courage. The world constantly offers shortcuts, temptations, quick wins, in exchange for small compromises. And that's where many men fall. They sell out their essence for scraps. They pretend to be something they're not. Then wonder why no one takes them seriously. Want a solid life? Be solid in your values. Don't change your posture to match the crowd. Don't break your word just to please someone. Don't abandon your principles for short-term approval. An integrity-driven man is consistent. He says what he means, does what he says, and stands firm in what he believes. And when he messes up, he owns it, fixes it, grows from it. That's the kind of man the world respects, and the kind women admire deeply. And if you think no one notices, you're wrong. Integrity may be invisible to the eye, but it shows in every move you make. And a man who carries it carries authority without ever raising his voice. So now ask yourself, what are you absolutely not willing to compromise? That answer defines the kind of man you really are. The value you project is the value you receive. These aren't just attitudes. They're silent signals that you're building something bigger than looks. Character, respect, presence. A man of value isn't built with fancy quotes, likes, or fake masks. He's built through daily choices, in how he handles failure, in the way he listens, acts, persists, learns, and stands his ground. So here's the real question. Which of these attitudes already lives in you? And which one needs to be awakened? Because the difference between an average man and a respected man is found in what he repeats when no one's watching. Now I've got a challenge for you. Pick one of these attitudes and put it into action today. Start small, but start strong, and then come back and drop a comment to tell me what changed. And if you're serious about evolving, about earning real respect, hit that subscribe button now, because this is not a place for victims. This is a place for men who want to grow, men who want to lead, men who want to leave a legacy. True transformation starts in silence and explodes the moment you decide to stop being just another guy. Big respect and God bless.